You're listening to In Our Headphones, and I'm Evie Stokes, here today with Dr. West, one of the 3 hosts of KEXP's punk show Sonic Reducer. It airs on Saturday nights. And West, I want to know how you became such an appreciator of punk music.
Like a lot of people, I had someone who kind of entered me into it. My older brother was really into music. He was really into like the Misfits and like Megadeth and Metallica and a bunch of other like metallic bands. Started with M, I guess. And I started listening to that. When I talk to people, like a lot of people I meet are like, there's 2 entry points. Someone they knew that like brought them in, and then like metal music. They exist side by side so much, and still to this day, like there's a lot of things that I listen to that like cross over into that arena. Yeah, I worked in a record store. When I lived in Minneapolis, worked in a Extreme Noise, which is like an all-volunteer record store. That's one of the ways I met some of the musicians from Minneapolis, and started a radio show out there. And then I came here and I was like, well, KEXP is so cool. They did not have an extreme music show at that time. So yeah. Had to get that started.
Here you are. Is there any other genres in music that you really gravitate towards?
I actually really love I love to tell people my daughter is she's almost 10 and she does not like any music sung by men. And I think that might be me. Because I'll play things for her and I'll be like, I think you'll like this. She's like, I don't know. Are there any guys in the band? Yeah. Like it's not even just like, so I listen to a lot of pop, a lot of like female artists, country as well. Like Esther Rose was one of my favorite records from last year. Cool. I love like a pop artist, Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carly Rae Jepsen has been one of my favorites. Yeah. Tried to see her with my daughter when they played at a festival here. It was too loud for my kids, though. They're like, we want to go home.
That's funny how kids are so sensitive with the auditory stuff, huh? Mm-hmm. So your daughter's listening. Is pop music her main thing that she's interested in?
Yeah. It's mostly pop music. Like her friends, they're all into like the K-pop and...
Yeah, the Demon Hunters.
Yes.
Yeah. My daughter, who's 6, also loves pop music a lot. Also really loves like Carolyn Polachek. I think she sort of toes the line between pop and, it's more obscure, weird pop, which we can agree on. But she wants to, we'll go for walks outside, for like long walks together and talk, but she wants to listen to Sabrina Carpenter the whole time. So we're that like obnoxious pair that's blasting Sabrina Carpenter out of our phone speakers. So I agree with you on that one. She made a great record. Great records. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you brought along a song from the Minneapolis band Citric Dummies called I Dropped Out of Punk. It's a quick one, so let's listen to it.
They're all quick ones.
Yeah, they are. Let's listen to it and we'll gabble a little bit about it after. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, so I saw that Citric Dummies described themselves as fast punk, no breakdowns.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Yeah. And I think that's definitely fitting for what we just heard. Tell me, why are punk songs often so short?
I think it's the efficiency. I was reading a review and someone's like, something that I really admire about punk music is the efficiency. Get in there, play the song, get out. No need for fluff.
Yeah.
And that's like, I think that's very important to me. I was watching a video of Citric Dummies. I haven't seen them in quite a while, but I think this was pretty recent. And Drew, one of the lead singer and bassist, is giving out an old amp, and he's like, "All right, who here is 30?" And like a few people raise their hand. He's like, "Hey, who here is 30 and doesn't play an instrument?" No one raises their hand. So he's like, "I'm going to give this old this beautiful flying V bass." And he's like, "I'm going to give this to someone, but only if you promise to play fast music." So I think that's something that's really important to them. As a drummer, I look at the comments of their live performances. Their drummer plays so incredibly fast. You don't know. He's been in a ton of bands. He was in the band False, a black metal band. So he's just used to doing blast beats for hours. And I think that translates really well to this style of music.
So this is from their new album, Split with Turnstile.
Yes.
That's the name of the record.
Which I love for so many reasons.
Tell me why.
First of all, I was texting with Drew and I was like, "Have you heard anything from Roadrunner, like a cease and desist?" And he's like, "Oh, they're on Roadrunner." Like, concerned.
Yeah.
They do tell a story that the reason it's called Split with Turnstile is the drummer was trying to go over a turnstile in a Subway, not Subway the restaurant, and he got stuck. So this is them splitting with the mechanical apparatus that is a turnstile.
Got it. Okay.
But it is funny.
But it is all tongue in cheek.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also it's like, I'm sure there are people that bought this and was like, "Oh, I can't wait to listen to the turnstile side of this," and it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Do you like Turnstile?
Yeah, I really do.
Did you like the way that they've evolved?
Yes. Mac, our DJ assistant, was the one that brought them to me in their early 7-inch days. And I think their records have got better each time.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate some other bands that kind of do a turnstile type thing. There's a band called Teen Mortgage that I'm very excited about. Kind of sounds like Ramones versus like Ramones meets Turnstile. Very high production, but super duper fast. They're also a duo. You listen to them and you're like, how are two people doing this?
Yeah.
And back to Citric Dummies, I don't understand how 3 people are doing what they're doing. Just again, really interesting guitar work. I think Drew says he learned to play bass to play that band, and then he's playing that fast and singing in a satin jacket. They all wear satin jackets. Yeah. It's all good.
So you've seen them, have you seen them live in person? Mm-hmm. This is one you've seen?
Yep.
Yeah. And you were impressed by the satin and the drumming.
And I mean, Drew is a character. He's a real, he could do anything. He could be an actor. And I love that he's chosen to be in this super fast, snotty. A lot of times I hear people refer to them as a goofball punk band, but I think they're actually very funny, but also very smart. If you read the lyrics, a lot of their lyrics are about in the song we just heard, he's talking about being the son of 2 flight attendant parents, which is never heard of that before. Yeah. But also he's like, "Oh, I'm out of here with all this punk stuff, the leather jacket, the mustache, I can't do it."
Yeah. So this is from their 5th album. Mm-hmm. This is the Split with Turnstile. You've been following for a while? Yeah,
actually, a previous band to them, Brain Tumors, which is more of a hardcore band, I played on Sonic Reducer when they came through. So I've really been following. The whole Minneapolis scene is really, really interesting. I did a show about it a couple of weeks ago, and there's just so many great bands from there. Mm-hmm. They kind of exist in this family of bands. There's Color TV. There's a band called IV, which only released 1 7-inch. Joust, just a bunch of really cool kind of garagey but fast, really mixing a lot of different elements of punk together in a way that's interesting that you're not seeing. A lot of times people are very purist about things, and then when somebody mixes something together, it's oh, well, that's not punk anymore, right? That's crossover thrash. That belongs in the metal bucket. I think they're just doing something good, very good, in a way that sounds great and is also very funny.
And then there's so many different kinds of metal too. Mm-hmm. How do you keep it all straight?
I don't. I leave that to Tanner. I don't try to keep it straight at all.
Yeah. Well, I love this track. Thank you so much for sharing. Again, I'm coming to you for recommendations in punk music.
Please do.
Sound good?
Yes, okay. Absolutely.
Thanks for coming by.
Of course.